Earlier in the, I don't know what that O word is. Off season. No, I'm not saying that out loud. Earlier in the O word, PJ said he made a bold prediction of Florida State winning the ACC. I remember this. He continues, you featured it on the show, and you gave it a 9.25 on the boldness scale. What would you give that prediction now? We did a bunch of bold prediction segments, and I gave on a scale of 1 to 10 how bold I thought the predictions were. PJ went off the deep end, in my opinion, and he said Florida State wins the ACC. Well, here we are, early October. Florida State's undefeated. I think they've got a great shot against Wake Forest this week, and that would make them 3-0 in conference play. So we're looking at Clemson and NC State playing this week. Mind you, all of these teams, all of the best teams in the ACC are in the same division. Clemson, Florida State, Syracuse sneaking around the chicken coop there, undefeated. NC State, Wake, they're all over there in the Atlantic. And the Coastal is just a cute, fun story, but the Atlantic is where the action is. So, we got Clemson and NC State playing this week. Obviously, you got a conference loss there for someone. I really like Florida State's chances against Wake. They are one of our best bets. We got them at -5. The line is -7 now. Certainly, if you were to predict them to win the ACC, given what we've seen, I would not put a 9.25 on the boldness scale anymore. I would still make it about a 7.5. Here's the schedule. They are playing Wake this week. They go to NC State next week, and they've got Clemson the week after that. So the next 3 weeks, boy, that tells the tale, really, on Florida State's season, even if they can go 2-1 in that stretch. Look at what they got the rest of the way. They got Georgia Tech. They go to Miami. No one cares going to Miami. You probably outpace them in attendance down there. At Syracuse, Louisiana, Florida. I'm going to get back to what I said about Miami in a second. I'm going to put this at a 7.5 right now. How does that sound? A 7.5, which will radically change one way or the other once we see those next 2 weeks. The odds to win the ACC right now, updated as of today. Clemson's the favorite. They're -140. NC State is next in line, as is Miami. Jesse, is that right? What? Jesse said for some reason. Okay, I am confidently telling you Florida State has a better shot to win the ACC right now than Miami. Odds makers disagree. But anyway, Clemson, NC State, Miami, Florida State, those are your top 4. That's going to change because NC State or Clemson, one or the other, are going to lose to the other this weekend. And if Florida State is indeed able to beat Wake, then, boy, it's game on over there. So the next 2 weeks will be like a shooting gallery in the ACC Atlantic. I said what I said about Miami there, about the home field. I'm not a fan. I was talking to someone the other day who played at Florida State, but kind of back in the day, man, when the Orange Bowl was still around. Even the rival players miss the Orange Bowl. Even the rival players do. And I was a kid growing up watching games at the Orange Bowl. Not in person. I never got to be there in person. But you look at that environment down there right now, and if you want to tell me that one of the things that needs to return about Miami football is a better game day environment, I can't disagree with you. But I don't know how you accomplish that, because you can't just clap your hands and boom, here comes the Orange Bowl back up from the dust. I know they have plans down there, at least on paper, for an on-campus facility. I don't know how feasible that is. I have no clue. I don't know what the story is there. But when I say that about Miami, it's not because I don't like Miami. It's actually the opposite. I wish what used to exist as a Saturday environment down there still existed. Guys, thanks for watching Late Kick. Make sure to leave a comment. I love interacting with you. But most of all, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. That's how we keep all of this free.